In this video, we will be discussing multistage sampling, but let's have a quick review first on some important terms. Sampling. This is the process of selecting units from a population. The sample, which is the subset of the population of interest, should represent certain characteristics of the said population. Because of this, studying the sample will allow us to generalize our results back to the population. Sampling requires the concept of randomness and should be conducted without any bias. You can achieve this concept of randomness using the Excel function known as ranBetween, which is a randomization mechanism. It returns a random number between the numbers you specify. So let's say our sample is represented by a number between 1 and 10. To randomly select it using ranBetween, simply go on Excel and type the equal sign, ranBetween, open parenthesis, 1, 10, and close parenthesis. Then you press F9 on your keyboard and there you have it, your random number. Now on to multistage sampling. This is essentially a more complicated type of cluster sampling. You usually use this kind of sampling when dealing with large populations. Multistage sampling, in the long run, will help you save on both time and money. Now, on to the procedures used in multistage sampling. For this particular example, there will only be 2 steps involved, which means that the ranBetween function will only be used twice. So you have your population, and first the population is divided into clusters. In this case, it will be divided into 1, 2, 3, 4 clusters. The use of the function ranBetween in Excel is used to determine from which group among the first division the samples will come from. So we type ranBetween 1 to 4 since there are 4 groups. Then you press F9. So in this case, ranBetween selects the third division. A subdivision is made from the previous selected division. In this case, division number 3 is going to be subdivided into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 subdivisions. Again, the function ranBetween in Excel is utilized to determine from which subdivision the samples will come from. So we type ranBetween 1 to 8, then F9. In this case, subdivision number 1 has been chosen and you now have your sample. So first, we have to know from which group the student will come from. So we'll use the ranBetween function in Excel. ranBetween group 1 or group 2. We get group 1. So now that we know the student will come from group 1, let's pick which particular student will be our sample. Using the same function ranBetween, we can do that. Since there are 5 students in group 1 and group 2, let's do student 1 to 5. And we get student number 1. So student number 1 from group 1 will be our sample.